He's got it, wants to throw. Wentz looks, pressure comes. Wentz hit, sack, back inside the 20. Aiden Hutchinson, that's number 2.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to yet another episode of the Big D Pod. This is episode 24. Can you believe we've been doing this 24 times? Isn't that crazy?
Dude, I feel like it just started yesterday, honestly. I feel like it just started yesterday, man.
Yeah. And we're back at it here talking a lot of different things today. I mean, this is a different script than we're kind of used to. You know, not a lot of Lions, not a lot of Red Wings. Maybe some Michigan basketball, which is crazy. But yeah, different kind of transition in sports here. It's exciting. I'm excited personally for these next few months coming up. I'm more than pumped, ready to rock and roll with the Tigers coming up here. And NBA, I mean, Pistons are. We'll talk about them in a second, but they've been making some moves, man. We got to talk about it. Red Wings at the All-Star break, and talk about them too. Then we're going to talk about the Tigers, like I said, down to Michigan basketball, and then we're going to round it out with just a few Lions updates, you know, off-season kind of wishy-washy housekeeping stuff. But otherwise, Ben, bro, how's it going? Setup's different. The setup's different.
Dude, it is. We changed
it.
It
Looks good, bro. It looks good.
Dude, it looks much better. We don't got two random shelves behind me. Now we just got paint missing from the wall, but it's fine. LED lights, you know. But man, I've been doing good.
Nice,
been great lately.
Nice.
How about
you?
You?
Any plans for the Super Bowl?
No, I don't even think I'm gonna watch it. I don't even know what the point to watching that thing is gonna be.
So, in my marketing class, I had a presentation this week, and you got to kind of pick what it was on. So I just chose like Super Bowl commercials because that's the most prevalent to my preferences. Also ties in marketing, ties in sports, and it's also like right around that time of the year. And I literally in my presentation said I legitimately think like this will be a different year and a fun year for me to focus less on the game and focus more on like the business and marketing aspect of it, like kind of like in my schooling. And I'm actually kind of excited for it. Kind of focused on that instead. So not really going to watch the game. Going to watch the commercials is what I'm saying, pretty much. But yeah,
the only reason I'm going to watch.
Who are you cheering for?
The only reason I'm going to watch. Oh, I'm cheering for the Niners. I'm still going to cheer for the Niners.
Have to.
I gotta have to. But the only reason I'm watching it is so I can watch Usher. Literally the only reason I'm going to watch it.
Which
I just want to see Usher
unreal
perform.
To say because this might be like the most like lame halftime show and the most lame Super Bowl ever.
What are you did you just call Usher?
No, Usher's gonna be fired because it's like retro and it's like what we kind of like. I shouldn't say grew up with because we're still young, but like, dude, it's gonna be so sick hearing like many of his good songs. Because the thing about Usher is he has like 4 good songs, but that's all you need for a Super Bowl halftime is like 4 good songs. So we're chilling. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fun.
Give me some DJ Got Us Falling in Love, and I'm sold.
If he brings like Pitbull out or like Ludacris out, I'm done. I'm done. That'd be insane. Everyone's talking about Taylor Swift's gonna come out. No, she's not. It's gonna be Pitbull or Ludacris or Lunch Money Lewis. Would be sick.
Still, one of the best ones was Eminem and them bringing out 50 Cent.
And Dr. Dre.
It was great.
Oh my gosh.
Dr. Dre, Eminem, Mary J. Blige. It was Snoop.
That had to be one of the best.
Actually, the best halftime show of all time was Thanksgiving Detroit Lions game this year.
Okay.
With Jack Harlow.
Okay.
With his $5 budget and the random dude behind
him. His random friend who won his giveaway on stage. That was terrible. Yeah, what? I don't even know what that was. Whatever.
Dude, no wonder we lost that game. We were bound to after that halftime show.
No kidding. All right. Speaking of losing, you know what? We can't talk about Pistons because they won their last game, so we can't segue that way anymore. Even though that's what we used to do. We usually do that.
I know. It's weird.
So do you want to? Here we go. I have a question. We're going to get into the Pistons here. Do you want to talk about their their trade deadline moves first, or their recent games, wins, W's, losses?
Let's talk about their recent wins first, and then get
All
to
right,
the
we'll go
or
with their recent games first,
in-season
cap it off
trades.
with their crazy trade deadline moves here. So the Pistons have played 3 games since our last pod. And since then, they got killed by the Clippers. Not really. They lost by 11 to the Clippers. But yeah, lost to the Clippers by 11. That was a very, very boring game. I'm not going to lie. I watched a little bit of it, and it was pretty dumb. Then we got beat by the Magic in Detroit on Sunday. The only thing good to come out of that game was that I got to see the Magic post on TikTok their Orlando Magic song, and that was hype. I love that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Orlando
exactly.
Magic. Orlando Magic.
Orlando
Magic.
Magic.
So fire. Oh my gosh. I actually kind of hope we lose that game, and we did. So, yeah. And we didn't even score 100 points. So, is that the first time this year?
No.
Yeah, that's right. We got murdered by the Mat. We didn't score. We scored. Oh wait, that was. I'm having a stroke. Yeah, we didn't score 100 against the Magic earlier this year either.
Mm-hmm.
Or against the Sixers. Anyways, we're goated. Then Wednesday, we traveled to Sacramento. No Cade, no Bogey. Kevin Knox had just been traded. And I'm missing somebody.
There was no James Wiseman.
No, yeah, that's a good thing. No. Did I say Alec Burks? No, Alec Burks played. Anyways, those 3 for sure did not play.
Yeah.
And we absolutely smoked the Kings by 13. We were ahead the whole game. Honestly, I don't really know anymore why we win without Cade and why we can't win with Cade. I mean, there's an obvious answer. It's that he forces the rock too much, but figure it out. I don't know. But I watched a little bit of that game last night and mostly watched the score for most of it. And I was like, dude, we just keep scoring. That was probably our best offensive game I've seen.
I will admit, I didn't watch any of the game last night. I was too locked into the good Desert Classic tournament. Dude,
facts.
It was insane.
So I'm gonna watch it.
Gotta love the golf. But
yeah.
Yeah, no.
We shut him down, man. I think De'Aaron Fox had 10 points?
12
points.
I'm looking at the box score right now.
Keegan Murray had 0 points.
Mm-hmm.
Sabonis went a little bit crazy, but you know what? Sabonis in his first half did not go crazy. He had 10 points in the first half. And
Sabonis went crazy in the third quarter.
When
they went on that 24-4 run or whatever it was.
Yeah, so the Pistons were up by a lot, and then the Kings went on this run, and I'm earlier in the game, I was like, I'm not going to jinx it, but our local sports team is looking pretty good right now. And we started kind of talking about it backhandedly to each other. And then we kind of stopped, and then I sent him a message back, and I was like, we suck. Because the Kings just went on this run and cut it to 2 or 4 points. But then the Pistons just took off from there and kind of held the lead. Unlike the Wolverines usually do. So that's a W to see.
We'll talk about that soon.
Or the Pistons do as well. They do that a lot too. Pistons actually do that a lot as well. It's just must be the air in Michigan that makes you just fall apart in the second half. Gotta be.
Yeah. I don't see anywhere around it.
Not too much on the Pistons. Past 3 games, just we went 1 and 2. But last night, I do want to shout out Jaden Ivey and a lot of these guys, right? Jaden Ivey had 37 points last night. Dude might be a scorer. He might be.
Jalen Duren had 20 points with 15 boards. He out-rebounded Sabonis, which I didn't even know somebody could out-rebound Sabonis because he's incredible. We shot, as a team, 54.8% from the three-point
Nothing was forced. Like, I don't.
And we didn't miss a single free throw as a team.
That's nuts. No, that's nuts. How many did we shoot?
22.
I don't have the actual box score pulled up. That's my fault. I have a.
We shot 22 free throws. We made all 22, and then we shot 31 threes, and we made 17 of them.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
It was incredible. Like, I mean, Killian Hayes, 9 assists. He played decent, 9 assists, 8 points.
We shot 55% from 3.
Yeah.
That's unheard of. That's like Splash Bros numbers right there.
Okay. Also, Alec Burks off the bench. 25 points. But 7 boards? Alec Burks just hauled in. I thought all he did was shoot threes.
We out-rebounded them by 10.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Pistons don't usually do that. Jalen Duren does, but nobody else does usually. Especially with Ausar's limited minutes. He had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 12 points.
Yeah, Malik Monk had a game, though, for Sacramento, too. He had 23 points, 10 assists, 5 boards. Malik Monk had himself a pretty good game off.
I did see he had 2 blocks in there, which was wild. Like, he doesn't, not usually a block guy. But anyways, this is a good Kings team who's 29 and 21 in the West. They've been leading their division for a little bit now. I think they're, third or other 7th in the power rankings for Western Conference. I don't really know. That's a good team that we beat away without our good team. I don't know. It just made me feel better about what we're kind of doing now and what we did yesterday and the day before in the trade deadline, which we'll talk about next. But yeah, any other thoughts about this game or the last two?
Not really. Just that it's one of the best I've seen the Pistons play this. Like,
agreed.
I guess I didn't see him play because I wasn't watching the game. But it's one of the best. Like, looking at overall the score games and everything like that, it looks like it's one of the best games that we played all year. But I mean, shooting 100% from the free throw line shows it. Shooting over 50% from 3 shows it. So yeah.
We just outplayed them. Like, there's nothing else we didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, and the Pistons don't usually do that. The Pistons usually have to win scrappy or the other team has to not play well. This was not the case necessarily, right? The Kings still scored 120, which is usually beating the Pistons. I'm not going to lie. They shot well from the field as well. They missed a lot of free throws. But I mean, the Pistons just outplayed them, and that's in every aspect almost. And you don't see that in Pistons games at all this year. So the Pistons do play Portland tonight, or the night we're recording. So last night when this gets released, we'll see how that game goes. Back-to-back nights on the West Coast is always tough. We'll see how they can do tonight. I'll be interested to see what the odds are on that game, just because if I'm a bettor or whatever, I'm looking at it, which obviously I'm not, but I'm looking and I'm like, if the Pistons aren't favored, I would almost be a little bit surprised. This Trailblazers team is struggling.
And it's so weird too, because half our team isn't here now.
Yeah.
And we have a whole bunch of new guys. So it's like, what's going to be the starting lineup? I'm pretty sure we know. But what's the bench rotation going to be like tonight? Like, we have no idea because of how many guys we just added. Which, getting into that real quick, do you want to take us into some of those trades?
I would love to. First of all, though, the Pistons are not favored tonight. They are 6.5-point underdogs, according to DraftKings. So, might sprinkle. Anyways, yes, Troy Weaver is making moves. Are they good? You be the judge of that. We'll be the judge of that. Only time will tell. But I'm going to rattle off to you guys every single thing the Pistons have done. And they are the most active team so far in the trade deadline by far. It's been super dry. Not a whole lot of big moves. Gordon Hayward got moved. Xavier Tillman got moved. But not a lot of big moves at all, which is you don't really see in the NBA trade deadline anyways. But, I mean, the Bojan Bogdanovic trade is probably the biggest one in the trade deadline so far.
And maybe even the Knicks.
Yeah.
The Knicks have been making moves. That Knicks team is scary now. Did you see their potential lineup?
Yeah, that Knicks team's looking good. They're making the right moves. they grabbed two of the Pistons' best players just to put on their bench, or maybe Boyan's going to start. Probably Boyan's going to start.
Bogey will start. Alec Burks will come off the bench.
Yes, that team's looking good. But let's get into it real quick. I'm going to start with the most, not the most recent, but the one farthest away. So, we already talked about the Gallinari and Muscala trade with the Wizards. That was a while back. They've been playing actually pretty well so far. I can't complain about what they've been doing.
I can't complain. I thought
Gallinari's been shooting about 40%, and Mike Muscala's getting more minutes than I ever expected, and he's been doing pretty well with it. Not a big scorer, but he's going to grab boards and be consistent on defense, and that's exactly what he's done. So first of all, this was the first one, probably the worst one in terms of value for the Pistons. That was trading Kevin Knox, a second-round draft pick, and the draft rights to Gabriel Procida. I think he's like an Italian sharpshooter. I think he's playing in the EuroLeague right now. Not really sure exactly how that's supposed to go, but that's for, in exchange, Simone Fontecchio for the Jazz. He's a small forward. He's actually, I personally think he's better than his stats show. I've watched him play a little bit. He's a big-bodied small forward. He's going to shoot. He's going to kind of replace Bogey. Not going to be as minutes focused, as minutes heavy as Bogey was, but he's going to play very similar to how he did. He's a little bit younger. I mean, I personally think this is a good move. Grabbing him. What we gave up, though, I don't know. In terms of contracts, didn't really cost us a whole lot. It really didn't. I mean, he's getting paid $3 million this year. We were paying Kevin Knox like 2.3. So it didn't really cost us a whole lot. He could be a little bit of the future for us. He's 28 years old, but he's really kind of starting to show out for the Jazz this year. And for the Pistons, obviously, that's going to get inflated even more because he's going to get more minutes with a worse team.
What I can't wait for is next season when we see Woj tweet out, Kevin Knox has signed with the Pistons, and then in February we see Kevin Knox has been traded away from the Pistons for the third year in a row.
Facts, yeah. So Kevin Knox always seems to find his way back, and he could. I don't know, but we'll see. That's the first one. Any thoughts on that one? That one was kind of boring. Not really a whole lot.
Next two are a little bit juicier. I honestly don't know much about that trade. I honestly, obviously I've seen Kevin Knox played, and he's not special. And I just haven't watched Simone
Fontecchio.
Fontecchio. I was going to say Fonchetti, and that's nowhere even close.
Fonchetti is crazy. I'm going to have to start calling him Fonchetti.
I'm so bad with names. But Fontecchio, yeah, no. Haven't watched much of him, so honestly don't know how he plays, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited for the moves that we're making, though. I'm excited for what's going on right now with Pistons basketball, which is the most wild thing ever said.
I do think that we're making some pretty good decisions, and we'll talk about that in total here at the end once I get through these. But next is probably the second juiciest, which we kind of did this in chronological order here, as well as level of what I would call juiciness, is the Detroit Pistons and Minnesota Timberwolves agreed to send Monte Morris to Minnesota, so he's gone. Ask me how much I care. He played 6 games with us. He's always been hurt. So pretty much we traded nobody with a big contract for 2 guys who are going to be very solid on this team. Like Troy Brown's going to get not that many minutes. Obviously, we're going to leave it to our young guys, but Troy Brown is pretty young still. I mean, Troy Brown is, I think he was a first-round draft pick like 5 or 6 years ago, 2017. First-round draft pick.
24 years old.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's going to be solid. He's got some room to grow, and he's only been getting better as his stats show. He's not really a shooter, but he's a bigger forward that can also play a little bit of shooting guard, kind of that stretch 3 kind of build. Not really expecting a whole lot out of him. His contract, I believe, is for $4 million this year. And we'll break down the contracts all at the end. And then Shake Milton, who's spent pretty much his entire career in Philadelphia backing up their point guard there. And also I think he started for a little bit, maybe like 2019, 2020-ish. And then he finally just moved to Minnesota this past season. Played a little bit, not a whole lot. Didn't get a lot of minutes, and then obviously dealt to the Pistons. So he's also a backup point guard, but I think he's also going to play shooting guard for us, not handle the ball so much. But is he a shooter? No, he's not. He's not a shooter at all, really. He's never really been one, especially this year. This year is his worst shooting year of his entire career. But he's a big guard, and he's going to play that way. I'm not really sure how I feel about these two. Is it better value than what we were getting from Monte Morris? Absolutely. And also with this deal included, we get a 2030 second round pick. So 2030 is 6 years away. So that's cool. But I think we got our value here. And we'll talk, like I said, we'll talk contracts in a little bit. Any other thoughts real quick?
Not much on that one either. The big one I'm gonna get, like the big one that I'll have, is the next trade. But I really Monte Morris, he didn't do really anything for the Pistons. Like, he's played 6 games. He looked decent in those 6 games, I'll admit. But he's just always getting injured, and it's just like we're not paying you $10 million a year to get injured. So
exactly.
I don't mind the two guys.
So finally, let's get into this big one here. The Pistons traded their highest paid player, actually, Bojan Bogdanovic, and their 5th highest paid player, Alec Burks, to the New York Knicks in exchange for a haul. And that haul includes Quentin Grimes, Malachi Flynn, Ryan Arcidiacono. I gotta learn how to say that. Arcidiacono.
Sure. Sounds
Arcidiacono. 2 second-round draft picks and Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier, I think, is probably going to plug in and start right in Bogey's place. I think.
Yeah, I could see it.
He's going to play very similar. They're similar age, similar contract. Just a little bit of a switch up here. I don't know. I mean, I would think Bogey's probably a little bit better, but the big thing about this is having to do with contracts and player retention and whatnot, and control. And we'll talk about that in a second. But so Quentin Grimes, nothing really there. If I'm being honest, he's not really anything special. He's contract small. That's about all I got.
That's about it.
He's young. He could still. He's from Houston. Came out of Houston. So, yeah.
He looks good in college.
Oh, let's go.
I'll admit.
Spot Track updated the Pistons player cap space. Let's go. I don't have to do it by hand anymore.
Oh, I thought you were saying we traded away Killian Hayes, and I was like, oh.
No.
Never mind.
No, he is in fact still on the.
Also, I'm very confused about this.
Why is he not
Sixers?
On the payroll? Oh, he is.
I'm confused about the Sixers Pistons thing going on, because it says that we got Daniel House Jr. and a 2024 second round pick, but it literally doesn't say who we traded. It says to be determined on who the Pistons traded.
We just cut Killian Hayes.
We cut him?
Yeah, we just waived him.
Yes.
You are getting our live reactions to us finding out Killian Hayes.
It's over. The wait is over. Yes. It's a miracle. He's gone. I shouldn't be this excited.
It's looking like the Grizzlies are going to pick him up. They've been the ones kind of eyeing him, but weren't going to trade for him because why would you? But yeah, you're getting our live reactions on us finding out that Killian Hayes is gone, man. He actually played really well last night. It sucks to see him. It sucks to see him go out like that a little bit. I wish he would have played so bad and then got moved, but he actually played pretty well last night. So, yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at Spot Track, and I'm like, dude, Evan Fournier's in here now. Let's go. It's updated because it wasn't updated this morning. Also, I got Daniel House Jr. in here too, so I'll have to look up that trade as well.
No, so I just told you about that. So I'm looking at it right
now. But who did we give up?
It says to be determined. Sorry for the it's not going to show because the camera and brightness and everything like that. So it says Pistons get Daniel House Jr. and a 2024 second-round pick. Philadelphia 76ers get to be determined.
So we haven't decided yet.
Let's see. Let's.
Okay, I have other news though. You ready for another one?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Joe Harris has been waived by the Pistons.
Oh, Lord Jesus. It's even better.
Which, I mean, we're still have to pay him, which sucks, but
I don't care.
We got to pay him and Killian, which really sucks. That's $27 million right there. But yeah. All right, you're getting a live reactions on some Pistons moves here. Pistons are making insane moves right now. Are they league breaking? No. But we're making some moves.
But as a Pistons fan,
yes. I'm looking at our roster right now in Spot Track because that's what I was using to track like contracts and stuff. And I'll have to update the spreadsheet I made earlier. But like, what is this team? Like, this team, like a third of it is the same from like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Like, what is going on? Guys that started the year that are still on this team. Cade, Ausar, Jaden Ivey, Beef Stew, Jalen Duren, Sasser. That's it.
Really?
6 guys who started the year are still on our team.
Really? I mean, it would make sense.
Because the other guys, James Wiseman, Evan Fournier, Gallinari, Shake Milton, Daniel House, Troy Brown, Malachi Flynn, Mike Muscala, Fontecchio, Grimes, and Arc City Adonicano.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I have like 8. James Wiseman, Stanley.
Oh, sorry. Umu's in the G League. And did we start the season with Wiseman? That was my next question. I couldn't remember.
Yes,
we did. Okay, so 7.
We got him last year from the Warriors. We traded.
You're right. I couldn't remember when that happened. But yeah. Umu's in the G League now, so that's why I didn't count that.
Okay. So James Wiseman, Asar Thompson, Beef Stew, Marcus Sasser, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, Cade.
Our team is way different. What is happening? Crazy.
Yeah, this is insane.
Wow.
Killian just got cut. That's $7 million. Joe Harris just got cut. That's 1. Thank God. Joe Harris would have been our highest paid player after we traded away Bogey. And
we're still paying him, which sucks, but
yeah.
No one was going to trade for him. No one was going to trade for him at that price. No. Wow. All right, you're getting our live reactions. This is crazy.
Pat Bev went to the Bucks.
What?
Pat Bev is on the Bucks now.
Oh, Patrick that's Beverly. Crazy. That's nuts.
Grant Williams and Seth Curry are now on the Hornets. PJ Washington to the Mavs. Dinwiddie is on the Raptors. Schroeder and Thaddeus Young to the Nets.
Dinwiddie's back to the Nets? That sucks.
No, Dinwiddie got traded to the Raptors.
That makes way more sense. Okay, I was like, what?
From the Nets.
Yeah.
Toronto gets Dinwiddie. Brooklyn gets Schroeder and Thaddeus.
That makes so much more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that Brooklyn team's bad.
Yeah.
But they're also pretty good.
No.
Because you got the 2 Cams that are pretty good. Anyways. Yeah, Pistons making moves. All right, well, I'll have to update the spreadsheet and the finances in a little bit to see kind of what we did. I guess obviously we still have to pay Wiseman and Killian. And we don't know who we're giving up for Troy Brown yet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really be surprised if it was just like cash or sorry, not Troy Brown, but Daniel House. If it wasn't for like cash or like a pick or something. But I mean, he's not bad, and he went to the Sixers, so maybe he's just included in or he was from the Sixers, so obviously that's going to have to be a new deal. It's not going to be included.
No, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what's going on.
Because it says Daniel House and a second round pick.
Yeah,
to the Pistons.
Yeah.
I wonder if Killian's going there.
But didn't you say we waived Killian?
I did, yeah. Who would it be? I wonder if it's like Fournier or something.
Beef stew?
God, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not either. I can't believe Killian Hayes was a first round pick.
I know.
That's just insane to me. All right, but getting back into this, we'll get back into it. So we already went over all the trades, I think. Then besides the Sixers one that we can't figure out who we traded away to get a player and a pick. Still have no idea. But yeah, do you want to take us through this contract breakdown spreadsheet trade deadline thing that you have?
I mean, it's changing a lot currently, but yeah. I will just break it down for you real quick. So just to highlight here, I know you have it pulled up, and I'll probably edit a screenshot of it onto the podcast here for everyone to see as well. But yeah, so this is just as of before these crazy ones that we just reacted to happened. But essentially, I just want you to look at the totals and averages here. So this is everything on the left is what we added to our team. Everything on the right is what we gave up. And this does not include the Gallinari and Muscala move at all. So on the right, just look totals and averages. So we technically got rid of, if you think about it this way, all of our trades included an average age of a 29-and-a-half-year-old man on an average contract of $10 million. What did we gain? A 26-year-old with an average salary of $5.5 million. So that's kind of the right moves we're making. If you also look on the right, you can see like contracts and like years left and stuff. We traded some expiring contracts, which is good for value. Like whatever you get in return is probably just as valuable, especially if you get someone with control. And then if you look at Bogey at $20 million, we have to pay him another $20 million next year. And as good as he is, he's really not going to be the future for the Pistons. And so it was good to get rid of him as well. And then
you want to know who the future of the Pistons is? You want to know who the future of the Pistons is?
Xavier Simpson.
Nope. With the number 1 overall pick in the 2024 NBA
you think
draft,
we're getting the
Detroit
number.
Pistons select Caitlin Clark.
Honestly. Jeez. No, we're getting Jared McCain so I can do TikTok dances.
No, God, no, please.
Dude, I'd be down for Jared McCain. He's kind of a dog.
He did nothing in that UNC game.
Yeah, but a lot of other games he's been pretty good, so I'll take it. No, he's not going to be number 1 overall pick. Are you kidding me? But yeah, so all the additions we have on the left here. So, and then on the bottom here, you get the net of all the transactions. So we essentially cut off $42 million and gained $39 million in like players. So that freed us up $3 million just for this year. I didn't go ahead and do what's going to happen next years and stuff, but a lot of our guys are on 1-year deals. Yeah. A lot of our guys we picked up are on 1-year deals. Aside from Troy Brown and Shake Milton, everyone else could be done after this year. They either have a club option or they have a restricted free agent option. So it could free up a lot of roster space and a lot of money. A lot of money. The Pistons could either be very, very aggressive here in this next offseason and draft, or be pretty conservative, keep building around our young guys, keep just letting them get minutes and develop. And then when we kind of get to that 500 mark, where it might take a superstar or two or a veteran or two. Then you kind of go. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. That's how I would approach it. Are we going to do that? Probably not. But yeah. So that's what we got there.
We're gonna get to the 500 mark.
I was talking to my dad this morning. I firmly believe. All right, let me pull up the receipts real quick. Pulling up the receipts.
You want to pull up the receipts from our GM since he's been here? The first year he was here, he had like 23 wins. The next year, he had like 26 wins.
Sorry.
The year after that, he had like 20 wins. No. Sorry. He has not had over a 25-win season, so it wasn't 26. It was like 20 wins, 23 wins, back down to like 18 wins, and now we have 7 wins.
Those are not.
We're just
receipts.
Getting worse with
Those
this.
Those are not the receipts I was talking about. I was talking about the receipts I was texting my dad with this morning.
No, these are the receipts that we need to talk about.
Last night, I called it. I called that Bogey was getting traded last night.
You did say that Bogey
in your
was
brain.
Getting traded.
There's no receipt, but he knows I said it.
No, there is a receipt.
We are 50 games in the season. We're 7-43. 50 games in the season, 32 left. I told my dad, and I firmly believe this, with all the moves we made, I'm loving the moves we just made as well, the ones we just reacted to. Pistons are 7-43. They have 32 games left. I predict out of those 32 games that we win 15 of them and finish the year 22-60.
I could see that. I could 100% see that.
I think we're going to go on a little bit of a tear, and by tear I mean like just under 500 the rest of the stretch. I could see it happening. I saw something last night that I saw light at the end of this dark, gloomy tunnel that has been Troy Weaver's ownership.
Yeah.
Or general management.
Yeah.
We'll see, though. We'll see. You never know. We'll probably fold against the Blazers and lose by 30 tonight.
If this deadline doesn't pan out, Troy Weaver is gone. He needs to get him out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Can we get Brad Holmes as the Pistons GM too?
Brad Holmes. Bring in Brad. But yeah. How about we take a break from the Pistons? And take us into something exciting, something a little bit more fun, a little bit more stick and puck oriented, if you get what I'm saying.
Some good old stick and puck.
Some good old stick and puck. Tell me about the Red Wings.
Yeah.
And
Red Wings,
one game they
it's
played
All-Star
last 3
break
weeks.
week. I didn't even know they played a game in the last week.
No, we talked about it last week.
Yeah. So, Red Wings, we haven't played anything. It's been All-Star break week currently. So, not much has changed in the standings. But Alex DeBrincat was in the All-Star game. His stat, dude, played incredible. 3 goals, 3 assists, including a shootout winner over the course of the 2 games that they got to play because they won the first one. He looked like one of the best wingers on his team, like his all-star team. He looked incredible out there.
He was a dog.
Just one. So he had the shootout one, and he scored 3 more. 1 was unassisted, and then 1 was a very nice pass. The other one, I don't even remember. But honestly, can we really be surprised that Alex DeBrincat played this well? Because if Tate McRae were there in that building... Dude, I would perform the best I've ever performed.
Doesn't she have a man now or something? Isn't she
I saw her. It's the Kid Leroy.
Oh my god! I saw that she was holding hands with somebody, but I didn't know who it was.
Yeah, it's the Kid Leroy. I don't care if Tate McRae was in that building and I was on the ice. I am somehow scoring 3 goals. We're getting hilarious. A hat trick in front of Tate McRae.
That is hilarious.
The only type of hockey I've played is street hockey, if that tells you anything.
I wish I played hockey when I was younger. That's like, if I could redo my life, that's what I would do. Just play some hockey. Not like officially, but probably more like street hockey. The
only reason I wanted to play hockey was so I could just punch people.
Like pond hockey just sounds so fun.
Yeah, facts. No, I used to play in the street a lot. I don't know how many times I've moved a net out of the streets, but it's a lot.
To the street.
Real.
He doesn't have a house.
But no, that's all that really is on Alex DeBrincat. just 3 goals, 3 assists, played very well, looked like one of the best wingers. And yeah, Tate McRae.
Yeah, facts. Who honestly would not perform well in front of Tate McRae?
Facts. Shoot, I think Kadarius Toney would perform well in front of Tate McRae, and I don't know if that man's ever performed well.
Yeah, so the Red Wings play Saturday, February 10th against the Canucks. That is a home game in LCA, so going to be a fun one there. Then they'll look on to take the Oilers, who just got their loss. They just lost, so streak's over. But yeah, that's the Red Wings news. What else we got? What's next? I know what's next.
It's almost time, man. We're almost there for the best sport. I don't know what this man's doing.
I'm patting my Tigers hat virtually.
Oh, I see. Makes sense.
It's almost Tiger baseball time. I just yanked my mic out of the stand. Hold on. It's almost time for Tigers baseball. I'm going to do some Tigers baseball ASMR.
Oh, give me.
Did that sound like a bat hitting a ball? Dinger. Anyways.
Oh,
what are we doing right now? What am I doing right now? It is almost time for Tigers baseball. Yeah. Boom. Pitchers and catchers report next Wednesday, the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. Full squads report Monday, February 19th. And then we start spring training on Saturday, February 24th. Am I going to the game in spring training? No, because it's in freaking Florida. Why would I go? You think I'm bagged out like that?
Yes, I do.
What am I talking about? Oh, yeah. Opening day for the Tigers is March 28th, as is for all of the MLB. I'm in shambles right now. Opening day for the MLB, March 28th. However, don't go to Comerica that day because it's going to be closed. Comerica is open for its opening day on April 5th, where we will be hosting AL West division favorite Oakland A's in a match.
Dude, for a second, I'm like, wait, weren't we talking about this before? I thought we were talking about the complete wrong team when you said division favorite.
The AL West division favorite Oakland A's will be coming to Detroit for the last time?
Maybe. Who knows?
Will they be Las Vegas next year? I don't remember how that works.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think it's like 2 more years still. So yeah, thank goodness we're not going there because that's brutal. But yeah, Comerica will be opened April 5th, where we take on the red-hot Oakland A's. They will be 6-0 at the time. The Tigers will be 6-0 at the time, and they will be a matchup of the greatest teams this year so far. 2 6-0 teams are going to go at it on April 5th. Marked my words. Dude, I'm so freaking pumped if you can't tell. Yeah.
No, I'm pumped for Tigers baseball too, but you just saying the A's are going to be the best team in the AL West is throwing me off so
yes,
much.
Sir.
Like, I don't even know what to think anymore. They're not even going to be close. Let's be
Bro, like, there's just a bunch of no-name teams in that division. Like the Angels, like the Rangers. What have they done recently? The Astros, like
nothing.
What have they done recently? And the Mariners, they don't make any moves in the offseason. They're never any good.
The only thing the Astros have done recently is bang on some trash cans. It's off speed.
Baseball.
Off speed.
Off speed. And the Rangers have done nothing the past, 5 years.
No, literally. They've never even...
they don't even make deep playoff pushes or have any good middle infielders. It's crazy.
Have no World Series wins at all.
They have no middle infield. They have no stud postseason outfielder, and they definitely don't have two of the greatest pitchers of our generation. Like, they're not good.
No, not at all.
They're so good.
and don't have one of the best young catchers in the MLB right now.
Jonah Heim. Sorry. Who said that?
Are you excited for baseball, man?
I'm literally so pumped. I'm ready to drop my bag on MLB TV this year.
I'm ready to drop my bag on MLB The Show 24 this year.
It looks so mid, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it does. I'm so depressed.
So bad. Take me back.
And also, take me back to Madden 20, Eric Dickerson.
Our Madden 21 was so fun too.
Dude, it's because of COVID though. Like 21, COVID. That's all we did. I woke up, hopped at my desk, turned on my class, and played Madden for the next 7 hours while in school. It was great.
But like, why didn't we get bored of it?
I don't know.
I get bored of those games now.
I would literally wake up, turn on my class. Once 10 o'clock hit, Good Morning Madden was going on my PC, so I could watch all the things that were dropping and then get the Twitch drops, everything like that. And then I'm playing Madden. So
fun.
Just some squads with the boys for the rest. And then after you're done with Madden, you hopped on 2019 Modern Warfare and played Search and Destroy for the next 7 hours.
Yeah, that was
just playing video games for 14 hours straight in a day.
Yeah, I never was a Warzone guy.
All-nighters not Warzone. At Search and Destroy.
Oh,
man.
yeah, I was never a COD guy. Sorry, I was never a COD guy.
Man. And then you get that 2-week stretch of just Minecraft. Where you just play Minecraft 24 hours a day.
Wow.
Man, I'm sorry, but anybody that says COVID was the worst time of this entire generation, no. COVID was one of the best times. 1, we didn't have to go to school. 2, you had to hang outside with friends. So, like, you're just playing pickup basketball with friends. You're going golfing with friends. You're going outside, hanging out, instead of just going and sitting in a room. And if you're not there, you know what you're doing? You're just playing Call of Duty, you're playing Madden, you're just playing video games with the boys. It was one of the best times of my life. It was also a global pandemic.
Yeah. Missed out on a lot of stuff, though, like in high school. Like, I never got to go to, like, football games my senior year.
Yeah,
I didn't have a homecoming.
I did.
That stuff. Yeah.
That's the part I got lucky about.
What are we doing right now? We're supposed to be talking about...
Dude, we're talking about COVID. Quarantine. Madden.
Well, how did we even get here? Oh,
MLB The Show got brought.
Yeah. I always played Apex. I played Apex a lot in 2020. I played a lot of Fortnite in 2020, and then I stopped. Yeah, it was pretty much Madden, MLB The Show, Fortnite, and I played a ton of Apex. Oh my!
Some Rocket League. Oh my Rocket League.
Rocket League was so fun. Rocket League is so fun. Why did I ever delete that game?
Facts. I don't know. To download Chell and PGA.
I only have 3 games on my Xbox right now. Cause
I got 4.
And because 2K literally hogs up every single freaking ounce of space you have. Why? Why are you 200 gigabytes for a poopy game?
For probably the worst sports game.
I don't even... I just play I need to get rid of it. I haven't played it in so long. I've been playing Madden so much recently. But yeah, Chell is goated. Chell is so much fun. It's very low in storage space. Take it up. There's fun things to do. Chell's goated. FIFA's goated.
All right.
Actually, FIFA's kind of trash.
Let's get off.
Now, but
FIFA is trash now, dude. Just FIFA 16 though.
Oh my! What 2K like 18 too was so good. Like, what is happening? Oh my god! Madden Mobile. Madden Mobile.
Oh, my childhood.
What happened to these games, bro? Why is every game mid?
Madden Mobile doesn't even have an auction house anymore. Can we talk about that real quick?
Bro, like what? You really want to? There's no way they make more money now without the auction house than they did when they had it.
Yeah. 2 of the most consistent games that are still goated to this day, both of them are mobile games. Clash Royale and Clash of Clans, let me tell you, still goated.
I never got into those games, which is crazy.
Bro, I was playing Clash Royale last night. I got me like 7,000 trophies right now.
Let's go. I remember you got me. I'm just gonna say there's one more thing that we're gonna move on. I remember when I started playing Clash Royale we spent 15 minutes talking about nothing. I remember I started playing Clash Royale on the way back from the cabin in the UP when there was a huge like traffic lineup behind the Mackinac Bridge. Anyways.
Oh wait, no, one more. Sorry, one more.
Yeah.
MLB 9 innings in like 2011. Do you remember that game?
Yeah. We played it up north.
Good. So good. The old 9 innings was so much better than the new 9 innings. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know.
The old auction houses. I don't think new 9 has auction houses either.
They don't.
Old 9 innings was so fun. I used to win like 98-1, and I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Because I had juiced up Adam Jones and.
One of the worst sports games, Tap Sports Baseball.
Trash. So it's
bad.
impossible. Anyways, tell us about Michigan basketball. Dude, we got to segue somehow.
Did we even go into the...
Oh my God, we never talked about the Tigers. Dude, we have so much stuff to do. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? Real quick.
Projected lineup.
No, we're going to do roster transactions, and then we're going to save projected lineup for a later date.
Okay.
Roster transactions. So just recapping the whole encompassing Tigers offseason starting in November.
Sure.
It's really sad. Look, on November 3rd, the Tigers declined the 2024 option on DH Miguel Cabrera. Real sad. Yeah. Anyways, right after that, got Mark Cannon from the Brewers. We traded that. I think we did talk about that back in the day.
Yep, we did.
Weird stuff. Brendan Hanafy, whatever. Then we got to Kenta Maeda. We already talked about him as well. He's going to be a nice addition to us as well. Oh, yeah. Then we get into December where we got Andrew Chafin back, which is a sick W. I love Chafin. He's probably my favorite reliever we have. He's just a dog. If you ever hear him talk, it's hilarious. He's just like a blue collar worker. He's like if Jokic was more outspoken and Midwestern and baseball.
Yeah.
And not as
good. He's the Jokic of baseball. He's just worse. There. It's a job. It's a job to him.
But just way worse.
Yeah, just way worse.
His diet. He listened to us talking about his diet. It's hilarious. December 20th, we agreed to terms with right-handed pitcher Jack Flaherty from the Orioles on a 1-year contract. He did a weird year last year, got moved from the Cardinals to the Orioles, and then just sucked. But I think he'll be decent for us as well. And then we got Shelby Miller. He's going to be a bullpen piece for us. Going to be a nice pickup. I think he throws really hard, so that's going to be fun. To see. He's going to be really good in the bullpen. I really trust that. Next, January, re-signed to Kilbadoo, re-signed to Rake Rogers, and re-signed Tariq Skubal to 1-year contracts. Time
out. Are you looking at ESPN right now? Do you see this mistake? Agree to terms with Kilbadoo, Jake Rogers, Tariq Skubal on?
Yeah.
But it should be Skubal on 1-year contract.
Yeah. ESPN
Dude,
trash.
I'm
What?
ESPN. How do you miss that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then honestly, since then, we did that huge Colt Keith deal, which we are going to talk about a little bit here. We have agreed to terms with infielder Colt Keith, who is our number 1 prospect. Actually, I don't know if he is. Jackson Joe might be, but he's probably number 1. He is number 1. Yeah. Number 1 prospect in our system. 6 years. I think it was $22 million. I don't have the number. I should. But yeah, we locked him up for a long time. And we have not seen the Tigers do anything like this recently. It's very similar to like what the Braves did with every single one of their stars, with like Acuna and Ozzy Albies. Locked him up.
Also, I was wrong. Jackson Jobe is number 1.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay.
Colt Keith is number 3.
Okay. But still, he's our number 1.
Your favorite Tigers player?
No, that's not true. 2. He's not number 2, bro. Stop. Okay.
Max Clark, by the way, if you're a first time watcher, Max Clark is number 2. Caleb absolutely hates Max Clark just for the fact that like Wyatt Langford. Wait, is that right?
Yeah, and Walker Jenkins.
Yeah. Wyatt Langford and Walker Jenkins were picked right after him. That's the reason Caleb hates Max Clark. All right, but go on, Caleb.
Where's the end call button? I gotta find it. Hold on. But yeah, back to something more exciting. Colt Keith, 6 years. Love that. I think it's gonna be sick. The Braves did that with like Austin Riley, Ozzy Albies, and Acuna, and I think it's paid off for him. I think.
Yeah.
I think so. And Strider.
Maybe next time they can get past the Phillies.
Yeah, facts. That's depressing. I want them to be the Phillies so bad. I hate Dave Dombrowski. Oh my gosh. Okay.
We watched the Phillies lose earlier this year too. Or earlier last year.
Yeah. Castellanos is garbage. Anyways.
Bryce
and there's a drive to deep right field. Or deep left field.
Bryce Harper struck out like 3 times and also got thrown out trying to strike.
Yeah, he hit a single. His only hit was a single. That was a fun game to watch. That was crazy.
I will say. So we did a baseball tour. I think we've talked about it before.
I don't think we have.
You can tell from some of the cups up here, stadiums we went to. There was also the Guardians. We went to the Guardians game too. But New York versus the Mets Subway Series had to be one of the greatest atmosphere baseball games.
It was crazy.
Greatest atmosphere baseball game I've ever been to. Pittsburgh versus Philly was easily number 2 on that list. That was incredible game. To be fair, there was more Philly fans in Pittsburgh.
Dude, I don't know. I might have to go Baltimore. Orioles, Yankees, an hour and a half rain delay.
To Anthony
to a walk-off.
Their walk-off home run. I don't know. They were all good games. I would say 4 of those games were better than any of the Tigers games I've ever been to in my
life. Facts. Anyways, not this year. We're going to see some goated Tigers games this year.
Tigers versus A's. 2 of the best teams in the MLB.
They're going to be 6-0. On my mom. No, I shouldn't say that. They're going to be 6-0 though.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, Colt Keith, contact first, but he's getting his power back. Second baseman. So one interesting thing about Colt Keith is he kind of came up in the system. We picked him up. He was a very scrawny, small second baseman. Since he's been in the system, something's like clicked for him mentally. And it's that he wants to take care of his body more than anything else. He's got an insane diet with an insane workout regimen. If you look at him now, he is a unit. He is massive.
He's like me now.
All right. But he's like jacked, like million veins right here, like billion. Hasn't really translated that power to his bat just yet. But he's going to be solid. Like when I'm saying that, I'm saying it on like a top tier scale, like not a regular Tiger scale, like an MLB scale, like a superstar scale. Like he's probably going to come into the league when he gets comfortable and hit 25 bombs a year.
Yeah. And hit like be Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge being like 60 home runs a year. 70 home runs a year.
And he's going to hit like 280, 285, 290 maybe. And he's going to play middle of the pack defense at second base. There's nothing wrong with that. And the Tigers have him locked up. He does have a chance to really connect, really harness his power, and he could be that Ozzy Albies type like power second baseman who also plays pretty solid defense. That's his peak. But but I think his floor is a lot higher than people think. Like, I think that his floor is probably like 15 pumps hitting 260, which isn't bad for a Tigers guy, like at all. That's better than anything we've ever had in the past few years. So we'll take that. Colt Keith's going to be a dog. Excited for locking him up for a long time. He's excited to be a Tiger. I really do think he is. And yeah, just talking about the Tigers here real quick. We're going to talk about projected lineups and stuff next week, probably. Maybe when we get closer. I'm trying to save some of my excitement, spread it out. But yeah, just real quick though, if you look at odds to win the AL Central, the Tigers are in second. They're in second, tied with the Guardians. However, if you talk about the Guardians and the Tigers together, I think the majority of very knowledgeable baseball knowers will pick the Tigers this year. There's something going on with his Guardians. Class A is probably still going to get moved, which is going to be a huge loss for them.
Fat.
J-Ram had a down year last year. Their whole team had a down year last year.
Class A's walkout.
Oh, Class A's walkout was sick. We did go to that was sweet. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, wait. Baltimore's who's
Felix Bautista? His was sick.
His was sick too.
And he went to the Mets too, but we didn't get to see Edwin Diaz because he was hurt.
Yeah. David Bednar.
Yeah, Bednar was sick too.
Bednar was sick too. We saw some great.
Me screaming, "Daddy David!"
Yeah,
we saw a lot of good closers.
Right. Yeah, we did. But we saw probably the top 3 closers in baseball last year.
Yeah, pretty close.
At least 3 of the top 5 at that time. 3 of the top 5.
Yeah.
They were incredible. But quickly, we'll talk about Tigers more in the future, I assume. But real quick, just so it's not too long for you guys, we'll get into some Michigan basketball. Just a brief segment. Michigan basketball finally has the same amount of wins in 2024 that Michigan football does. They have 2 wins now in 2024. After we took down 11-ranked Wisconsin Wednesday night.
Yes, sir.
Michigan is now 8-15 on the season. Let's go. In those 23 games played, we have been leading at halftime 16 times. We have 8 wins. We have blown, I think it was 4 double-digit leads at halftime, including to our rival Michigan State. In my opinion, Michigan is the worst second-half basketball team I've ever seen play. And I watch the Pistons every single year. Michigan is 13th in the Big Ten. There are 14 teams in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
We're better than Ohio State, baby.
All right, real quick. I understand the wins are not there. But tell me you would not be surprised, or tell me you would not be surprised to see Michigan make a run in the Big Ten tournament.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised because if we can turn it around in the second halves, I think this team is good.
Because we have the first half down.
Finish games. There's no I don't even know. Okay, but Purdue's going to run through the entire Big Ten tournament. Let's be so for real. Purdue. I don't know though. The Big Ten is decent.
I don't know.
The last time we played Purdue, we were down 18 at halftime. It was great. But honestly, I thought the Pistons were the worst basketball team in Michigan. But no, it's the Michigan Wolverines. So, yeah.
No, I think you're wrong.
Oh, is it the Detroit, or the Motor City Drive, or whatever it's called?
No.
Who?
It is the Detroit Mercy Titans.
That's what it's called. I couldn't remember. Wait.
No, that's not the G League team.
No.
That's the Detroit Mercy. University of Detroit.
Big name colleges, Caleb. Big name.
They're D1. They're D1.
Are they Power 5?
No.
Exactly.
They play Wright State, IUPUI, Northern Kentucky. Like, this is a solid. This is a conference that gets automatic bids. It's usually Wright State that takes it, but I don't know if it's gonna be this year. But they play like Oakland and Youngstown State and stuff. Dude, that's a legitimate. Okay. That's a D1. 0-24. I've been paying attention to him a little bit this year, and my God, is it embarrassing.
Okay, never mind. Michigan basketball is not the worst Detroit.
So
after
I saw this post. If you were to bet against the Pistons and the Detroit Mercy Titans every single day, they play together on the same day, bet against them, and rolled over your winnings and start like $100, you'd be at like $680,000.
When do they play next?
I don't know.
You know what I'm hammering.
The Detroit Mercy Titans play. They play today. Pistons. Oh, the Pistons play today too.
We did too. Oh my
God. I'd be the first. I'd be the one to fade him.
I'd be the one to bet against Detroit Mercy Titans, and they'd win by like 40 points. I swear to God. No, but getting off Michigan basketball, quick Lions update. Have not much offseason. Free agency hasn't opened up yet. We haven't really cut or signed anybody. The only person is Traquan Smith. We signed him to a futures contract. Was a wide receiver for the Saints last year. He has played under Dan Campbell before when Dan Campbell was on the coaching staff for the Saints. They were together. Whatever. Traquan Smith is 6'1". He is known for above average speed, above average vertical, and his long arms. So,
you know what they say?
Long arms.
Long arm. I don't know.
Nice hugs. I don't know, man.
Ask Drake about that one. What? That's going to be it for us. Anything else, Benji?
I got nothing else.
Speaking of the big
let's go Pistons tonight.
No, I thought we were betting against the Pistons and the Mercy at the same time.
Nah, I can't.
I believe in the Pistons, bro. I'm going to do the opposite.
Dude, Shake Milton is dropping 30 tonight.
I'm doing the opposite. I'm going to tell you the odds right now while you
Shake Milton and Simone.
There's no way they're playing tonight.
I don't know. I forgot how to say it already again. They're dropping 30 each tonight.
Fontecchio, is that what you're talking about?
What?
Fontecchio?
Yes, Fontecchio. That guy. He's
a demon.
Dropping 30. You know who's not playing tonight, though? Killian Hayes.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, we dropped just about everybody.
It might be the greatest news of all time. There is no other updates on deadline stuff. Man, I got a lot of work to do after this. But
what do you mean you got a lot of work to do?
You know, my car.
Ooh, did you get a call about that yet?
Not yet. They were supposed to call me in the morning, but it's fine.
I'm looking at the Detroit Mercy real quick.
Oh my God, this man!
Oh my God, they're plus 1,200. Holy!
That's it.
Pistons money line, Detroit Mercy money line, parlayed together. $5 wins you 201.
That's a little sprinkle.
It feels like it should be more.
Yeah.
It feels like it should be more. Oh well, that's gonna be it for us.
But
we are gonna be out of here. Catch us on Motel Madness for trivia this weekend. Yeah, have we plugged the channel? Yeah, we have plugged the channel.
I think we have, yeah.
New channel Motel Madness on YouTube. Check it out. Some trivia. We're gonna do a Tigers deep dive over there. At least I am. about a specific player who's going to have an insane year. Talk about that over there. And that's going to be it for us. Red Wings play Saturday this weekend. Pistons tonight. I'm out of here. We out of here. Peace. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to never miss another video of ours. Check out our Instagram at motown.madness for daily posts and content all about Detroit sports. And check out our TikTok, motown.madness, for clips and highlights of each episode.